so your third or your fifth and final phase of Sarvangasana. And with any pose, it has benefits in that we say it also has contraindications. Pour chaque pose qui a avoir le bénéfice, on a aussi avoir les contre-indications. Les contre-indications de cette pose-là, c'est le glaucome, les problèmes des yeux, les problèmes de cou, si on est menstrué, quelque chose comme ça. On va voir les problèmes comme ça, on est tous corrects? Bon, okay. So, we come into the pose by sitting in front of the blanket. We lie down into the center. We measure the distance of the shoulders an inch away from the outer edges of the blanket, and of course this you already know. We bring the feet over the head onto the chair, interlock the fingers, the third phase, stretch the arms back, roll the shoulders so that you come onto the top of one shoulder and onto the top of the second shoulder. Now tonight we mount into Sarvangasana, the final phase. So you'll bring the outer edges of the fingers, les tranches externes de l'index et le pouce, vers le dos. On élève le haut du dos vers le haut. Gardez les jambes tendues. Après, pliez les genoux vers la poitrine, les talons vers le fessier. Tournez les genoux vers le haut. Rentrez le coccyx. À ce moment-là, on mettez les paumes de les mains sur le dos. Et après, tendez les jambes. Mais direz-moi, mes coudes sont dans la même hauteur que mes épaules? Ou mes coudes sont loin? Are they wider or are they the same? They're wider.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Hence, the fifth and final phase. So when you're in Sarvangasana, we create a tripod for the body. So typically, you just saw the tendency, the elbows come away from the shoulders. The elbows need to stay in line with the shoulders. Les coudes vont rester dans le même écartement que les épaules. So we take our belt and we measure the distance of the shoulders. And then we take our belt, put it on the elbows. Re-enter into the pose, or you won't re-enter, but roll onto the top of the shoulders, keeping the legs stretching strongly. You'll bring the hands back to the back, bend the knees towards the chest, turn the knees towards the ceiling, bring the full palm to the back, and then stretch the legs up. Sarvangasana. So now are my elbows in line with my shoulders? Mm-hmm. And you see how much steadier the pose is, how much more height you get. So then bend the knees, bring the feet down, take the belt off, bend the knees to the chest, slide out with control, and then slide back. Okay? Awesome. That's your plan, no?
Oh, yeah, I forgot to check.
Everyone else has got a belt? Okay, so take your belt, measure the distance of the shoulders. Come down to sit on your blanket, the front center of your blanket. Oh, sorry. Lie down in the front center of your blanket with your belt on. Put your belt around your elbows straight away as you sit down.
Does it matter whether
Well, watch that the buckle isn't on your skin, because it'll pinch you. You know, if it's in there, it doesn't matter. For the rest of it, it doesn't matter. Always do your belt on the floor so that you don't fall. You're inverse, Carl, so you want to be sitting that way. Your head wants to be this way. Yeah, you can measure them again this way just to make sure that they're in line. Lie down on your back, center of the blanket, heads on the floor. 1/3 of the neck is on the blanket, 2/3 of the neck are off the blanket. Measure the distance of the shoulders. Press the fingers towards the floor. Lift the knees towards the chest. Bring the feet over the head. Halasana. Bring the feet onto the chair. Interlock the fingers. Stretch the legs strongly. Interlock. Croisez toutes les doigts, c'est ça. Tournez les paumes vers le haut. Tirez les bras. Tendez les bras. Roulez une épaule vers l'arrière et le deuxième épaule vers l'arrière pour être au-dessous des épaules, les deux épaules. Yeah, you got it. You got the motion. Good. Stretch the arms back again, open the chest, stretch the legs up. Push the upper front thighs away from the floor. And now bring the two hands to the back, the index finger and the thumb right to the back, and I suggest you use the skin of your back so that you have the traction, and lift the skin of the back towards the ceiling. Bend the knees towards the chest, turn the knees towards the ceiling, and this is a very important phase of the pose. Bring the tailbone in. Lower the hands on the back. Go ahead, turn the knees towards the ceiling. Lower the hands on the back. Put the full palm to the back. And now stretch the legs up, Sarvangasana. The tailbone is in. The upper front thighs roll back, pushing back. Bring the legs in line with the trunk. So keep the tailbone in. Yes, there you go. And stretch the legs directly up towards the ceiling. All the cueing stays the same. The outer edges of the feet come down. The inner edges of the feet stretch away. I'm going to back away. You've got it? Mm-hmm. Okay. Keep the outer edges of the feet pressing down. The inner edges stretching away. Keep the upper front thighs moving back. The tailbone in. Never turn the head in the cobra curl. Good. So bend the knees. Bring the feet back down towards the chair. Oh. Take the belts off. Bring the hands to the back again. Bend the knees towards the chest. Crawl back out. Slowly with control. Et félicitations, les amis.